Willie D Live.
What's up, family? Let's talk about an uncivilized mutt. Have you ever seen one? If you haven't, check it out. Y'all know what that is? I didn't know until the other day. That's Josh Hokit. He's a hoe. Yeah, fam. Josh thought it was a good idea to show up at Trump's birthday party, Klan rally, and call Michelle Obama a man right after he won his bout. He got some scattered boos and he had a lot of cheers, right? And so after he did that, the camera panned to Trump's reaction. And this is what it looked like.
Lastly, Michelle Obama is a man. Am I right, America? Ladies and gentlemen, Josh Hokit.
So as Hokit wraps up his interview, walks away, you can see the president there on the other side of the ring. He can be seen sort of half smiling as there's a mixture of cheers and boos. And when CNN asked about Hokit's comment, the White House refused to directly address the question. The UFC is commenting, though. CEO and President Dana White called it nasty and false and dismissed it as nonsense.
Okay, so as you can see, the uncivilized continue to be uncivilized. This dude invoked Jesus' name as he gave thanks. And then in his same speech, he called Michelle Obama a man. What would make him think that would be cool? Ding, 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 ding. You guessed it, Trump. It's that dark cloud that follows Trump. No matter where he goes, the low frequency, low lives always pop up. Yeah, one word, man, trash, idiocracy. It wasn't just a movie, fam. It was this movement that they have. Yeah, this is absolutely embarrassing. It is disgusting that a sitting president would put on an event and have his guest to grab the mic while the world is watching and to make such disparaging statements about a former first lady. The White House is straight dumpster juice, fam. It's trash. It's trash. America is toast. It's toast, fam. Ain't no coming back. Ain't no coming back. I stopped believing a long time ago, man. I used to think, well, maybe it's just him. Well, if we just get rid of him, we'd be cool. Well, if we get rid of her, we'll be all right. Then it became more him. Became more hims and more hers, right? Marjorie Taylor Greene. Oh, man. She set women back 100 years, fam. You know, women have been clawing to the top for decades, for centuries. And they have been trying to get their respect, trying to be able to strike that balance between respecting their femininity while at the same time demanding respect for their profession, right? Marjorie Taylor Greene threw all that away. Hey, fam, the woman is uncivilized. Uncivilized. The whole White House, uncivilized. The ignorance. All of that ignorance in one place. Oh, man. Disgusting. Yeah, fam. To praise Jesus and then end with an insult of a former first lady. They'll do anything to kiss Trump butt. And you saw what Trump did right after the fight was over. Well, right after he made those statements, Trump took the necklace that he gave him off and tossed it to the side. Yeah. I would argue that Trump's birthday was a complete failure. Complete failure. He spent millions of dollars to put that octagon in front of the White House. Why? Why not just go to an event? Why would you do something why would you construct something like that on the lawns of the White House? Why would you do something like that? The arrogance is next level. What a disgrace, man. They got a lot of work to do to fix this. And it's not just the Republicans' fault. The Democrats, it's their fault too, because they let him slide. They let him in, fam. They were supposed to crush him. When they had an opportunity, they put the kids' gloves on instead of crushing him. They had him, and they let him off the hook. Personally, I would never allow an enemy to breathe. I'd never allow an enemy to regain their strength and be able to come get me. Oh, no, man, you got to finish him. What's that game that said, finish him? Finish him. They had him on the 34th. They got 34 felony convictions out of him. Something I never thought would happen, but got 34 felony convictions out of him and couldn't make him do 1 day in jail. Not 1 day. Big old dog and pony show. Just a big old bag of nothing is what the taxpayers got left with. They spent millions of dollars to prosecute him. Right now, 34-time felon. And he's the president of the United States. You cannot tell me that this is a nation of laws. You can't tell me that this country is serious about crime and putting criminals away. No, this nation is selective about putting criminals away. They're selective about crime. Oh man, boy, they act like they really love women here. They act like they really care about the victims of SA. They really act like they care about the children. But now you see, it all makes sense now. Remember when they was taking away those after-school programs for the kids? Remember how they were cutting all types of social programs that benefited the kids, even the arts, music and arts, taking it out of the schools? They're telling you they don't care about the kids. And they really don't. They need the kids to be vulnerable. So when they violate them, nobody will be able to protect them. They don't care about the kids. That's why so many kids are abused on a daily basis. We're talking physical, sexual, and every other type of abuse. They do not care about the kids. This was a failed event. Trump ain't never played sports, so they gave him a belt to make him feel like a man. Yeah, make him feel like a man. He never won nothing. You know what I'm saying? Ain't never won nothing. No sports competition whatsoever. Remember that time he said that his mom thought that he should play baseball for a living, thought he was going to be a professional baseball player? Now, y'all know damn well rich folks got images and videos of everything, all of the moments. Ain't no way you're going to have a child that is playing baseball at a major league level. He's a prodigy. Let Trump tell it, he was a prodigy. Ain't no way you're going to have a kid like that and you ain't got some tapes and stuff to show him off, to prove it. He ain't got no video showing himself even picking up a baseball bat. He ain't got one video of him showing him throwing a ball. But he's talking about he was a child prodigy. This uncivilized mutt called the former First Lady of the United States of America a man. All Americans, all of them, especially the ones who claim patriotism, should be up in arms with that statement, because you ought to have some pride about your country. Or does it matter if they're black? Drop a comment. I'd love to hear your thoughts. No more talk.